Hi, and welcome to Joy in Training. I'm Brittany Joy, and if you like Spartan races, CrossFit, pole dance, ultra running, mountain races, and anything in between, I hope that you'll stick around as I find the joy in training. I recently just started my race season, and it went very well. A little bit about me before we begin is I have been running since 2008. I have had 4 children. I had my first child when I was 17, then 21. Then we went through an adoption process, and then I had my 4th child when I was 30. I have always been kind of just like a mom for a long time who's done fitness, and I recently started competing in 2020-ish, when everything kind of went down, right? That's when I started taking racing a little bit more seriously, and really fell in love with the competitive side of racing, but also the joy in training, right? Race days happen and they only last a couple of hours, but it's the training and the discipline and the everyday journey that really makes me super happy. So I've always been a little bit into fitness. I've always kind of done CrossFit on and off, always gone to the gym. But in 2018, I really started seriously training for a marathon, and that was always foiled. So finally in 2020, I had trained for 2 years for a marathon and had never done it. And March of 2020, I finally ran my first marathon in my own socially distanced race by myself. And that just kind of unlocked something. I don't have to wait for races in order to do these good, challenging things that I want to do. Previously, before that, I had always done Spartan races and half marathons. So that was it was a key that unlocked something mentally. So since then, I've been doing marathons. 50 milers are my favorite. I have run Rock the Ridge. I've run Rock the Ridge 4 times, 4 times, and this will be my 5th time this year. I've run Tesla Hertz 100 2 times. I ran the Jigger Johnson 50 miler up in the Whites. My favorite Spartan race is the Killington Beast. So I love challenging myself to do difficult things. Let's get into this race season. So during the off season, I took a little bit of a step back with the running, and focused more on strength training during the winter. I feel like that's a very normal thing to do. For my birthday in February, even though I hadn't really been running long distances all winter long, I was running, right? I have my run groups and stuff like that. I run with friends. And because I signed up for a last man standing race this year, for my birthday, I did a 41-yard attempt. So that was trying to run 4.167 miles every hour on the hour for 41 hours. I thought that would be a really fun way to spend my birthday, and I was right. It was incredible. However, for that training run, I made it to 91 miles on a treadmill. What? And so that's how I started kind of my race season, was with a 91-mile training run. So I think that gave me a little bit of confidence. I like that. My race season started with Citi Field, Spartan Stadion. Not my specialty, right? Stadions are very fast. It's very you have to go fast, and I'm not a fast runner. I am a party vibe, distance runner. My legs are really small. I'm only 5 foot. So I had the Spartan Stadion. I ran it competitively in age group. I'm not at that elite level yet, but I would really like to be one day. I am a Spartan SGX coach, so I do obstacle course training at Obstacle Wonderland, and I have obstacle training in the Legendary space in my gym, which is a gym that I own within the CrossFit of Kingston Athletics, which is where I coach. So I ran it competitively on Saturday, and then I had an open heat with some of my Legendary girls, which was super fun and amazing. And then the next day I had the Shamrock Run, which is a local 2.2 mile race, which is always just like a fun way to kick off the race season. I have to say my race season started off extremely well. It was a super windy, cold day, but the sun was out, so that's a great sign. We got there, went through registration, which is always the first obstacle for a Spartan race, and then I got my friend and athlete Becky off to her first competitive race. She did amazing, and I'm so like proud of her. I did not realize that we were competing in the same age group. Oh my gosh, my heart sank a little bit when I found out. Got her off on her heat, and then I got ready for my competitive heat standing at the start line. So I'm not sure if you know how Spartan races go, but you really don't know who you're competing against. There is an amazing athlete who's local to me that I've competed against. She's incredible, right? Like, she's just like the total package. And when I saw her like from a distance. I said to my friend Katie, who is an athlete who was running the open heat with us, I said, "Oh, Marissa's here. Marissa's gonna beat me." She's like, "Maybe she won't." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, she will." For stadiums, there's only 15 people per heat. So I hop on. I'm in the front of the pack for the 15. I'm super excited because it doesn't, and this is like a belief for like Legendary, but also like just a belief for racing. You can't control who is there the day of the race, right? You can only control the effort that you're gonna put in that day and the training that you've done beforehand, right? And I stepped on that starting line feeling as ready and prepared as I possibly could be. Marissa came up and hugged me and was just like, "Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you." And I was like, "It's so good to see you." She's been doing amazing things and I've been doing amazing things, and it's been super great. But I was like, let me do my best. So the race starts and it's me and Marissa like piggybacking each other. Stadiums are super great because you're running a whole lot of stairs. I love training stairs, so that is something that I feel very comfortable in. And I was just having a really great time. And in age group competitive, you have to carry all of your equipment on you at all times. So I had like a tissue stuck in my bra, and I had my gloves in my pants, and I was just running. And it was so cool that Marissa was in the same heat as me, because I was like, she is gonna win first place. Let me try to catch up with her. So we were running side by side. Sometimes I'd be in front, sometimes she would be in front. Mostly she was in front. But I had a really good race. I got the monkey bars, which is always very tricky with me. I had shoulder surgery and dislocated my shoulder many times, and this is as far as it goes. So like if I'm not like in a dead hang. So nailing those monkey bars, we literally both jumped off at the same time. It was kind of like a feel-good sports movie. It was really cool. But got the monkey bars, got the rings, like rope climb went well. I missed my spear throw, and I had seen that she had missed her spear throw, but she was doing burpees way faster than me. She did her ram burpees way faster than me, and she did her burpees way faster than me. So that's like a coaching. I need to get better at that. Running after her. I just felt so much joy. Like there wasn't any beating myself up or anything like that. I was just like, yes, I love being chased, and I love chasing, right? So like that's super fun. Trying to catch up with her. It was the last little bit of the stadion was just running up ramps. So I was like, this is in my wheelhouse. I got this. Turned the corner and saw her cross the finish line. So I finished 15 seconds behind her. She did end up well-deserved winning first. I won second in my age group, and it was just like so great that we hugged before the race, and then I hugged her afterwards. I was like, that was fun. That was really fun. And so I had Becky and Katie waiting for me at the finish line. We skedaddled, did all of the necessary things that you need to do after a race, and then got in our heat, ran an open stadion with Becky and Katie, and that was super fun. It was Katie's first Spartan race. I have never run an open stadion before, so we were taking video and just having a great time. It was really just like this magical day, and it was just like really, really, really special and really just like magical, right? All of the feels, all of the vibes, even though it was freezing cold. And it was a day of perfect timings. Right when we finished our race, which I had kind of put out of my mind that I wasn't going to make it to the podium, we were there for Katie's first Spartan race. I figured our time would take way longer than it did. Katie crushed it, right? It was amazing. So right when we finished at the finish line, the age group awards were happening. So I was able to hop onto that podium and get my medal. That was very special.
Second place, by way of Kingston, New York. She was raised right. And your overall females 144 by way of Nyack, New York.
I like standing on the podium since it's new and shiny for me. I started competing in like 21, 22, and I really just started getting on podiums last year. I dialed in my nutrition, and that seems to have helped. And it was just like a magical, beautiful day. So I'm gonna keep training, keep doing the things that I'm doing. If you are at all interested in following along on the journey, feel free to subscribe and to like this video. And thanks for joining me on the journey in training. Bye.